Black Journal. I tried to announce it, nobody listened.
What's in it?
That's fine, that's fine.
Don't read it.
I'm sorry.
There's not much in it.
So how many of you here have done a project that's required multiple weeks to execute? So you had to do this thing multiple weeks. So Garrett, how did you keep yourself on pace? What was the project and how did you keep yourself on pace?
Well, the project was, I don't know what it's specifically called, but we would write tallies on who talks and discussions. How did
you not end up at the end of it, having to do it all in the last 2 hours, the last day? It was a multiple week project.
Well, not weeks, yeah. Well, what I did is every single discussion, I tried to bring it to group, circle or whatever, and kind of just mark down whoever.
So a matter of habit,
Yeah,
repetition. Other approaches to doing a multiple stage project, Lily.
Me and Peter did filming project, and it had like I think 5 weeks, or, but yeah, so around 5 weeks to do it, and we stayed on pace by, we knew that if we got this scene done, then we would have a lot of fun to do the next one. And
Our plan was to get a scene done a day, and sometimes it took 2 days, but that was pretty much all the time we had. So we got a scene done a day, then we have fun in it.
Claire.
For me, it was the apprenticeship stuff, and I just got myself on track by what the group was doing.
Charlie.
There's been many projects over the week, especially here at Acton, and my main approach to that is communicating with the group that I'm working with. Because if you don't communicate well, you may not know the deadlines and you may not know the goals. And so then if you find that out in the last 2 hours, then you're not really in good shape at all.
There's not a handful of middle schoolers in the world that could possibly plan multi-week projects. That's really hard. There's not many adults that can plan multi-week projects, particularly with several different going on. So if you guys are learning how to do that, repetition. I'm going to be repetitive. So like Garrett, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to have a plan to execute it. The community's going to execute it. We're going to talk. Claire, what was yours? I'm sorry, Fred.
What the community was doing.
Yeah, you're going to watch what the community's doing. We're going to communicate. Evidence tickets are completely voluntary. If you never want to turn one in, that's great. Totally voluntary.
I did that.
We're going to keep track of who's turned them in. They're totally voluntary. So when you get up for your 10-minute debate, which you will do in front of people, and you blow it, and someone says, why? We're going to say, well, Mason did his, and here's look, check, 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 check. Jacob didn't do any. Wonder why Jacob's wasn't in. We're not even going to do anything, we just say, look. Evidence tickets are us helping you get in the habit of giving you kind of it might look something like this, helping give you a recipe to create a long-term project. This learning plan, what was behind this, this learning plan is a long-term project that you're going to show your parents. At the end, it's going to be the first thing many of you show them. I've already had several go, hey, how's my student doing? How's my child doing in acting in middle school? You want to tell them? You need to ask them. We don't do that. We're not teachers. We don't give grades. But you know what? When you come in 6 weeks, you'll know how they're doing. You'll see them present. And so when they go, I'm kidding, Jacob. But when Jacob says, why haven't you done? Why is it you can keep track of Jacob? I said, well, I do know he had a bunch of learning tickets he could have turned in, and he didn't turn them in. But you know what? I'm not Jacob's boss. He's going to decide. So those are totally voluntary. You don't have to do them. They're not really science. We're trying to help you pace out the work. Pretty soon, we're going to be coming to you and saying, what projects do you want to do and how would you pace out the work? You know what you're going to find? Making evidence tickets is really hard. Making clear ones, that's why mine aren't very good. You guys are going to make better ones. But they're not homework. They're helping you pace out what you're going to do. Mason?
So this is just an example. So for the flow evidence ticket, if I decided not to do that one, would there be any penalty besides not turning them in? Nothing.
You don't get points. No points.
And you don't get the points for that evidence ticket?
You don't get points for everything. And at the end of the day, when you do your portfolio, way of suggesting that these things, some of you are going to go way beyond. That's even cool. You're going to do it beyond what the evidence things are and put mortgage stuff. But if you put everything in there about how you like hip-hop music, and that's the only thing in your portfolio, the natural consequences will affect themselves. We're not going to be mad at you. There's a famous story about a West Texas football coach. If you guys know out in Odessa, Permian, they play really big football. Right? This is like Lake Travis.
Yeah.
Right? So they were, and the coach came one time to the boosters and he said, "Are you guys going to be mad at me if I lose 3 games next year?" And the people in charge of the town, kind of the town fathers, whose kids were playing, said, "Oh no, coach, we're not going to be mad at you. We'll miss you, but we won't be mad at you." So, guys, we're not going to be mad at you. We're pulling for you. We're on your side. We're trying to give you tools to help you. And you can choose to use those tools or not. It may not even be the right tools. You may find better tools. You guys may be able to create better evidence statements. But the goal is, when your parents show up here in 6 weeks and you see your debate, and outsiders see them, and you're standing there, that you had a great debate, and that when you show your personal learning, they go, "Man, that's what you're going to learn this year? That's awesome." That's the goal. It's up to you how you want to hit that goal. We're not going to be mad at you at all. We love you either way. We're just trying to help you. Cody.
How many evidence tickets are going to be about personal learning?
Guides don't answer questions, but they do draw journey maps that show you the journey. This is also something you guys will learn to do. Here's a map of everything we're going to do over the next 6 weeks.
Oh, that's a lot. There's 6 more.
We're at flow here.
Look how many you've done. You've done all of, you're working on these, you've done all of these.
Oh, good. There's
These are optional. The ones you haven't done are these.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Really?
Why would you think there are going to be slightly fewer evidence tickets as we go out? Right?
Because we're getting further and further into it, we don't know about it.
And it's going to be time to start polishing them up too, right? I mean, both doing all of that. So there's a lot of front end stuff. You're going to be making better ones, adding to them, and working on. And by the way, getting ready for the debate. Next week we start introducing how to make arguments in debates, and we're going to pair you up. Now, one thing we need help on is there are still 4 of you, 2 pairs that have the same hero, and you're going to have to flip a coin or something to pick a different hero. You guys already worked that out?
Mackenzie and I worked
You
together.
and
already did that
Casey?
too.
You did shit too? Okay, we're good. Never mind. All right, so one quick question about keeping points as one way to help you keep track. Would you rather just say them out loud? I got X points. If you're trying to help your running partner, would you rather us write them on a board once a week and keep them all on a board every week, just as a way to remind you that points are important, how many you scored? Or would you rather, in your binder, keep your score sheets so at the end of 6 weeks you can show your parents? Again, just another way to keep track and remind yourself of how you're doing. Just say them out loud, just write them on a board so they're just up and you can see them like you see evidence tickets, or keep them. Yeah,
Keep them.
keep them in a total.
Keep what?
Score sheet. Nice.
I agree. I think we should just keep them.
Point trackers?
Point trackers.
I think that we should still write them on the board and share them out loud, but I think we should.
Check.
I put them in my binder.
So you have it.
I have a binder and I just put it in there.
Okay, so until the council tells us otherwise, we're going to start we'll just keep them on a board so everybody knows what they are, and then just every week we'll just add to them. And you guys have I would suggest you keep them in a binder because your parents are probably going to ask you. We're all going to show your parents what they are and say. Some students kept these in a binder. I don't know if your child wants to, your eagle wants to or not. That's up to them. All right, last quick question. Quick question of what are you proud of today that you did on your learning badge? You know what? We'll open it to anything. I prefer learning badge, but you can answer anything at all. Hey,
Can we do this week?
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
Let's do the week. Let's do the week.
I'm just
Yeah, I did nothing good
I'm
today.
happy about my eulogy. I thought it was the best thing I've ever done.
Wait, is this on your running badge?
No, like anything.
Oh, anything.
Charlie.
I got most points from reading, something like 300 or 200 something, and I got really deep into my book, and I'm really happy about it.
Awesome. Mason.
I'm proud of finishing 2 learning badges and getting all my evidence tickets put up on the tops.
Awesome. Ben.
I'm really happy because I'm finished my badge.
Wow, that's cool. Rita.
I almost done with my book and
Feels good to finish stuff, doesn't it? portfolio, or you write it in there and put it on, that's going to be really powerful. Very cool. And
I finished my book today, and I'll be done with my editing.
ooh, wow, we got a lot of those done tonight.
I'm proud of the class thinking that my average one was a good thing. That was really fun.
Yes.
Camilla.
I have half of a challenge to finish your
You guys are getting, wow, you're getting close to these crazy.
This is more based on Monday, but I got 45 skills.
Wow.
Wow. Kinsey,
I'm really proud of my journal.
you won, right? You won the contest. That's very cool. Claire.
I'm really proud of my either eulogy or epitaph, the one that goes on the tombstone, and okay, epitaph.
Close enough.
Okay, and I'm really proud of my epitaph, and I'm also really proud that I got all my evidence tickets up there.
Jack.
I'm proud that I told myself today that I really need to get to work and to crunch all these because I had 3 evidence tickets due in a short period of time, and then I got all of them.
Last two quick. Kobe, quick.
I'm proud that I got 270 minutes on reading this week, and I did the last 3 evidence tickets today.
If I remember right, when you came to Acton Academy, you didn't like reading, right? That's very cool. Sarah, last one.
I got 35 skills.
Awesome week, guys. Exciting week next week. We start working on how to argue.
Yeah!
Get in.